Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
He's brought down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Brady now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
To Ronald Jones.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The running back, the ball.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Patterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Complete.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Gain of 30.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, again to Jones. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Bears nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
To Chris Godwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
O.J. Howard.
1st down, Tampa, as Brady hooks up with Howard.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
They go back to the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The defense has spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge. And Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Chicago.
40-yard line.
On first down, Kaepernick steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Chicago Bears.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Bears.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Check 50, check 50.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They run with Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Watch the pass. Easy, easy, easy.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hunter Renfrow, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Bears.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. Past the 20.
Can't be denied, boy.
Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. At the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
The Buccaneer 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Brady. Complete to Jones. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Jones has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Bears 14. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field.
14.
It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They get this out left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Buccaneers 31, Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 31, Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Brady to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.